this whole SOC 2 type 2 process is just really I feel like we've been kind of going through these processes for the last couple of years, and it's just kind of
Mhm.
ongoing, right?
It is ongoing,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, because you end up, well, I mean, we have to be thoughtful about staggering your audits to the point, where you don't feel like you're getting audited constantly. If we want to really focus on enterprise, you have to have a really strong security profile. So early on, we decided to make that deliberate decision to kind of keep our footprint as small as humanly possible, right? So only collecting the amount of data that we need and stuff like that. I think like from there on, it laid the groundwork for thinking about security first in the product and how we build things.
Well, I feel really lucky that we took the stance that we did, because by working with enterprises and particularly working in industries like financial services, consulting, pharmaceuticals, the compliance reviews and the security and risk reviews, they're very, very robust.
In terms of how we protect the data, it's really just, can we build in repeatable, predictable methods of securing data, right? Like, and that, I mean, that can mean a million different things, but it's really just goes back to that core focus.
One of the fastest growing parts of our platform right now is the asynchronous recording aspect of our solution. So enabling folks from the field to record video on mobile, or it also includes executives who are creating kind of, oftentimes highly confidential content, but being able to record that on the mobile device and that video automatically transferring to a centralized library and not being stored on the device itself has been a huge boon for us to be able to really empower these teams to record more at scale without triggering any security or privacy concerns on the organization's behalf.
We're thinking about the confidentiality, of our customers' data. If they're going to be using things for internal communications or videos that contain sensitive content of things that they're doing, proprietary data, things like that.
I think about it not just from, how we handle data, but even some of the structure of the platform itself. For example, the idea that we have different user types and roles is so that you can segment the product and only allow permissions for different types of users. And I think as we get deeper and deeper into these organizations, touching more and more users,
Mhm.
more and more content being produced, the commitment to this level of security is really important because the demands are only going to get higher from here. So the fact that we started this early in
Yeah.
2017, 2018 has obviously allowed us to mature at the right pace. So feeling really good about where we stand right now and our ability to scale across these organizations without that type of stuff tripping us up.
100%. And I mean, it's totally. And as social life becomes kind of more and more critical with, the use cases and like the ways that we actually get adopted, with these orgs, like that's just only going to, kind of, I guess, pay to that sense a little bit, right? Of,
Yeah.
of making sure that we kind of maintain that security first mindset.